You like RSO? Well, our THCA drippers are a higher quality, cleaner version of that. If you disagree, you got two options. One, you can fight me in the comments about it. Or, like a smart person, you can watch this video. What is RSO? RSO is extract that's made from the whole plant. And when I say the whole plant, I mean kind of like the whole plant. There's not a lot of prep that goes into getting material ready for an RSO. Ultimately, the reason people get RSO and why they use it is usually for medicinal purposes. And it's usually something that you eat, which is why, because it's not intended to be smoked, you don't do some of the prep that you might do with a product that is intended to be smoked. Now, can you smoke RSO? You certainly could, but that's just not typically how it's used. What is a THCA dripper? We've been joking about what we think the difference is, and I think we've come up with a pretty good way to describe it. And think of it like your friend whose parents don't fight. I can't. Think of it like the smarter, stronger, faster, cleaner, cooler, taller, better looking, just all around better version of RSO. Let's take a look inside the cannabinoid cave. Okay, so we're going to take a break from the video we're making right now, or something. I don't know. So yeah, tell us what you do and who you are and why you're so special.
Aw, thank you, Pat. Well, I'm Sierra. I am the director of production here at the Hemp Collect. We are in the Connex right now that houses all of our raw materials, our formulated blends as well. So I oversee all the manufacturing and packaging in all our facilities here.
And tell us a little bit more about what makes you a doctor. What did you get what is your doctoring in?
I have my doctorate in naturopathic medicine.
Give us a rundown. Why is there so much oil in here?
There is a lot of oil in here, and a lot of the different types of oil you see are going to be in our drippers.
That's some fun stuff. What's this over here?
This is going to be THCA live resin. Wow. So this is going to be in our uncut drippers and our liquid diamond drippers. We have a wide range of cultivars here, but pretty much it's been allocated to either sativa, hybrid, or indica. So yeah, you can see the HTE fraction, right? So the heavy terpenes that lay on the top, and then we have some crash out or crystallization here of the THCA at the bottom.
Is that good or bad?
That's gonna be good. You wanna see that with live resins because it not only verifies the fact that it's been extracted with hydrocarbon, it also means that there is a good amount of terpenes in that. I mean, look at all that sauce.
Yep. Yeah, the diamond is the indication that it's true THCA.
Legit.
And not a bunch of other shit.
Exactly.
Stuff.
Legit.
Some of you might be asking yourselves, why would I buy an unactivated or not ready to use dripper? Why wouldn't I just go get RSO? Well, the answer is because, simply put, most of the intended uses are going to decarb this. And honestly, it's just easy. It's easy to decarb. So think about this. You want to take a dab. Instead of having to scoop out a dab out of your puck and then put it in there and do all that stuff, take the dripper, you drip it in there. Guess what happens? Decarboxylation. You want to maybe put it on top of a bowl. Great, no problem. Guess what happens when you go to light that bowl on fire? Decarboxylation, AKA activation. So there's a bunch of different uses that naturally are going to decarb it. So if you're infusing a joint, if you're filling your own vape, if you're taking a dab, if you're making edibles that are then going to bake, an example, all these things are going to naturally decarboxylate.
We also have more live resins over here on this wall, but this would be CBDA live resin. Even our MHC live drippers have a little bit of CBDA live resin as well.
Would you say that given these fatty terp layers, that the CBD live resin is potentially, it's as terpy as the THCA or even more potentially?
Oh yeah, totally. As you can see, actually, we are used to having our CBDA flower have a little bit of a heavier terpene fraction. Like, look at that visual compared to some of this, which has a lot more crash out in it. What we do to kind of manage that is we mix it and homogenize before it even reaches the kettle to formulate.
To understand quality we have to start with the harvesting process and the difference in the buds that are going into a live resin versus an RSO. In an RSO, traditionally, this was kind of maybe what didn't sell or what was left over. And there were whole buds, but they were cured and possible degradation. And that's why you can kind of taste that and see that in the quality of the oil. Versus with live resin, we're really intentional with the way that we harvest. And we're really careful to make sure that all these little details culminate to something that is unique and really represents the plant. So while RSO is going to have chlorophyll and some of these other undesirable things, we're really focused on terpene preservation and cannabinoid preservation so that when you get our dripper, it's the cleanest, most potent possible oil that we could have made from those buds. And those buds are much better starting material than you might ever find in any RSO. What are all the tiny things that we're doing in harvesting? Keeping batch sizes small, right? Not just throwing a bunch of buds in a big old giant container, right? The other thing is the way we handle the plant and the fact that it's frozen to preserve these cannabinoids and terpenes. And it's just all these small details. We trim the buds. And not like in a traditional, like you would a cured bud, but we trim down fan leaves and we get rid of excess leaves that aren't producing trichomes that are only going to give us chlorophyll and none of the other wonderful things that you want, like terpenes and cannabinoids. But one of the key differentiators that we have to talk about here is the freezing process. So when we get those buds and they're ready to freeze, we freeze them right away and in the field, and we do it in small quantities. And the reason we do that is to lock in that freshness and taste that you love from our products. But the other side is because if you don't, you will literally start to compost your product, your flowers. These beautiful, joyous buds will turn to rot. And that sometimes, unfortunately, is the case in other live resins. And that's what sets us apart from our competitors. We care at every single step of the way with every single detail. One of the reasons people like RSO is because it comes often in a syringe where you can kind of measure out your dose, and kind of get an idea of what you're doing. So we've done that over here as well. Made it really easy for you to figure out exactly what you're using with each application. Versus some products like an edible or even a drinkable, if you wanted to get only a portion of what's in there, good luck.